All right, welcome back. We are here for another live stream. Right now, we do have an ongoing tornado in Oklahoma. If we go ahead and zoom in here on this observed tornado warning, this is brand new. We can see it includes Centrahoma, Tupelo, and Stonewall. So if you're in any of these communities, seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, in an interior room. This is a tornado confirmed by a weather spotter near Pontotoc. So again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground that just ripped through Pontotoc, Oklahoma. If you're included in this tornado warning, you need to get to your safe spot if you've not already. We've also got a couple other tornado warnings here in the area. One of them is for that same storm, but we also have another one for the Atoka-Caddo region, so if you're included in this tornado warning, seek shelter immediately. That's the storm that all of our storm chasers are on right now, so we've got quite a few concerns across Oklahoma especially, but also parts of northeastern Texas are starting to pick up a little bit. We're starting to see some more intense convection in portions of the Gainesville region, so we'll see what happens with all that, but again, right now, we got to kind of zoom in here on our tornado on the ground. Again, this is going to be approaching Tupelo and Centrahoma over the next several minutes here, so everybody in this area needs to get to their safe spot immediately. Again, your tornado would be likely located right into this region here. This would be near East Jesse. And again, it's going to continue to push northeastward here, so we'll see what happens with this over the next several minutes. Rotation broadening out there, but it is actually getting a little bit stronger, it looks like. So again, Centrahoma, that would be the main region that I'm looking out for right now. So let me go and pull up stream chat. Thank you for joining us here, everybody, again. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to go live again this evening. I figured I was going to, but here we are now. So give me just a moment. Again, if you're in this area, you need to get to your safe spot. Do not wait. Again, this is a confirmed tornado, first one of the outbreak. Just give me just a moment. Alright, so thank you everybody for tuning in this evening. Again, I was not sure if I was going to have to go live once more. I figured I was going to, but here we are. Again, the time is now 5:08 p.m. Good to see that we've got the same crowd back once again today. Thank you guys for tuning into all the streams today. I know it's been quite chaotic. How's Arkansas looking, Davis? Right now seems quiet. Yeah, so Arkansas is probably just going to be a lot of heavy rain, but some damaging winds and large hail cannot be ruled out later this evening and late into the nighttime hours. So that'll be something to look out for. But I think flooding would probably be the main thing across parts of western Arkansas. Some lightning, some heavy rain, some wind. That should be about it, hopefully. So give me just a moment. But yeah, I was literally eating chicken nuggets, and then I saw that there was a tornado on the ground, so that was cool. So give me 1 second here. Like and subscribe to help spread the message. Alright, and let's pin that. Tomorrow's a different story, though, right? Yeah, tomorrow I think that is going to be your main day to watch out for a serious, severe weather threat. Again, there's been an uptick in intensity for tomorrow, so I think that especially eastern Oklahoma would be the region to watch, but western Arkansas could be quite intense as well. What's up, Jesse? Thank you for tuning in. Mid-level lapse rates are enough for these storms to grow and sustain. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Again, your tornado right now would be somewhere located near East Jesse. What's up, Mr. Storm? Can only stay here for a bit, but wanted to say hi. Thank you for tuning in. Again, this is going to be heading for Tupelo. And again, this looks like a decently strength tornado as well. Again, it's kind of hard to tell. The velocities are quite messy because we're quite far away from the radar, but we can definitely see that there is some strong rotation there. And again, a weather spotter has officially confirmed this tornado. You may be in eastern Oklahoma chasing. Nice. Awesome. What's up, Sam? So again, this tornado warning, this ongoing tornado right now is in it's in western Cole County. This does not include Colgate, but it does include western Cole County. Again, this could go right through Tupelo. So, again, if you are in this area, if you're traveling along Highway 3 in between Stonewall and Colgate, you need to get off and find a safe spot. How am I looking in the Skidsick area? You think I could be in the enhanced risk or even closer to it? I mean, tomorrow, yeah, I think you could be in the enhanced risk, but I think for the most part, things are going to stay off to your southeast. If you do get put in the enhanced risk, it would probably be for a wind threat. But I think a lot of it's going to be to your southeast. So again, rotation tightening up here. Very clear tornado on the ground. Yeah, this is going right into Tupelo. Tupelo's not a big town by any means, but it does hold probably like 100 people. Yeah, Ryan announced a while ago that he's going to go live on even regular 10% days now, Sam. Not just 10% hatched. So earlier he said he was locking in, so I knew that meant something big was about to go down. And here we are. If Ryan Hull says he's locked in, that's whenever you have to worry. Okay, so this has now been downgraded to radar indicated, probably just because it's been a while since this was confirmed, but everybody out here needs to stay in their safe spot. Again, treat this like it's still a tornado on the ground. Oh, gosh, dude. Did you hear the song Ryan Hull had? It was something about blips. It was hilarious. I genuinely started laughing out loud. Tupelo has 330 people. Okay, so that's pretty close. Yeah, everybody in this little community here needs to make sure they're getting their safe spot. Same thing with Centrahoma and even Stonewall. Lula, Leader, East Jesse, the Highway 75 corridor here. Guys, he goes lives on non-sig now. If they're 10%, he's admitted that, or he's announced that. He's admitted that. Acted like he was admitting to some sort of allegation. But, again, Tupelo, right now, if there is still a tornado on the ground, it's right on top of you. Alright, thank you for tuning in, Jesse. Again, this could be, quite devastating for the Tupelo community. And we just gotta hope and pray that everybody got to their safe spot in time. If this is still on the ground, which it definitely looks like it could be. If anything, it's gotten stronger, the rotation has. So. Again, rough stuff. Again, if you know anybody in this area, you got to make sure they're doing okay. Give them a call or text, whatever you have to do to keep them safe. Again, this looks like it's a pretty big deal here. And again, it's going to continue to push northeastward. It's going to hit Parker, Non, Gertie, all those areas that prepare for a tornado warning over the next several minutes to be issued. Know where you're going to go if you have to seek shelter. Remember, you want to be on the lowest floor of a sturdy building in an interior room. You don't want to be near a window. You don't want to be outside on the front porch. I know that's kind of Oklahoma tradition out here, but today is not a day where you want to mess around like that. Whenever we've got tornadoes this strong touching down. If Texas becomes its own country, I'm going to move there. Well, there we go. We have our Sam quote of the day. Okay, so again, if we just had a tornado, it just ripped right through Tupelo. So, it's not good. Yes, EAS is activated for flash flood warnings. And flash flood emergencies. Obviously. Alright, so again, Centrahoma gets your safe spot. You've got minutes at best. Parker gets your safe spots, minutes at best. Non gets your safe spot, not Parker and Non quite yet, but I mean, again, this storm is coming in hot, so get ready to get your safe spot over the next few minutes. Again, this will likely get a new tornado warning here within the next several minutes as it moves out of the warning polygon. And large photographs with 0 to 1 kilometer SRH of 290 plus, that's a lot. SB Cape over 1,000, mid-levels, LRs 7 plus, mode is a cluster of supercells, definitely a prime environment. Yeah. And again, now that that lower level jet's gonna kick in here, things are about to go down, to say the least. Again, this is kind of what we were talking about. You know, I said 5, 6 p.m. That's peak tornado time frame, and here we are. Rough. Again, this is pretty scary here for the Tupelo area. So again, everybody out here needs to be in their safe spot. So, again, I sincerely hope that did not go... I'm hoping that it lifted or it didn't go right through the town, but it's not looking good. I'll say that much. Again, it's a very small town, but it doesn't matter. People live out there. There's jobs out there. Yeah, not a strong tornado, but still very dangerous. Very true. Every tornado is a dangerous tornado. Doesn't matter if it's an EF5 wedge, Moore type situation, or if it's a little baby rope. Every tornado is a serious tornado. Every tornado is a dangerous tornado. Every tornado is scary. And again, this one doesn't look like it was super weak either. So again, hopefully everybody took the warning seriously. Again, it's Oklahoma, so people get this all the time. So hopefully we don't have any people out there thinking, oh, I'm alright. Otherwise, we may have just had something bad happen, to put it lightly. Again, don't be scared, be prepared. Know where you're going to go if you get put under a tornado warning. Again, I know we're not focusing on the Atoka storm here, but that's just because we don't have good radar coverage. Atoka, Caney, Tushka, you need to be in your safe spot. Again, very serious situation. Again, if you're just not tuning in, we just had a tornado on the ground near Tupelo, Oklahoma, and we could still have a tornado on the ground northeast of town. Again, very dangerous stuff. Yeah, I was literally eating chicken nuggets whenever this touched down. And then I saw that and I was like, oh crap. So, here we are. So again, I really hope everybody took that seriously. Again, it's devastating because this area got smacked by damaging winds up to 80 miles an hour yesterday. And they're not done. They're going to see some flooding as well today for sure. Again, we've already got flash flood warnings all up this line here, and these storms are continuing to produce very heavy rain. Very heavy rain. Hail, wind, tornadoes, we're talking about everything tonight. And again, this is exactly what we were expecting, unfortunately. And again, we're probably not even done. We'll say it's not quite as bad as last night. Not near as bad as last night. I want to make that clear. But it's quite serious. By the way, Wichita, Kansas is under a severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're in Wichita, hopefully you're indoors. Again, you got some 60-mile-an-hour winds, some heavy rain coming in. And they were talking about potentially issuing a severe thunderstorm watch for that area, but they never did it. Yeah, definitely Brisbane. So, again, new mesoscale discussion here, or relatively new mesoscale discussion. This came out about 20 minutes ago. But if we bring this up here, we can see that it mentions relatively greater chance of a tornado along the front as storms intersect. So again, tornado threat gets higher over the next couple hours here. Again, that's until 7:15 that they're noting that. So, yeah. Yeah, NATOcast has it highlighted as a high risk tomorrow if it was an SPC outlook, which is kind of ridiculous. But, I don't know. I mean, NATOcast was spot on yesterday, and it's too early to say whether or not it's going to be spot on today. But it's looking like they didn't do a terrible job, considering we've already got a tornado whenever the lower level jets just started to kick in. They may be a bit aggressive with the moderate risk, though, to be fair. Or, I guess they only had an enhanced today, didn't they? So, I don't know. NATOcast has been pretty good unexpectedly the past few days. Again, I am scared for tomorrow, but especially tomorrow evening. It's going to be an evening through late nighttime event. It's going to be big. No doubt about it. Again, if something like this happens, we could have a serious tornado threat for parts of Oklahoma. You live in the moderate risk for NATOcast tomorrow. Again, take those outlooks with a grain of salt, but I just want to say, the past few days, they have been pretty spot on, so do take them into consideration, but obviously SPC, more accurate, more reliable. So, anyway. We've still got storms back into parts of West Texas. And, again, this one has been going for quite a while, actually. The one that we mentioned earlier was in Abilene. I think this is the same cell. But I don't think this is going to be able to do much. The environment out here is not really anything at this point, so I'm kind of surprised it's even managed to become that strong. I think at the next Storm Prediction Center update, which we're going to get in about an hour and a half, I think the risk will be very, very far condensed to really just Oklahoma and extreme northeast Texas, and then everywhere else. I'm just saying, I don't think West Texas is going to have any sort of risk from the SBC after the 7 p.m. update. 8 p.m. if you're on the East Coast, 6 p.m. if you're in Mountain Time. And if you really want to cover all the bases, 5 p.m. in Pacific Time. But anyway. So, again, we're going to keep watching the storm here. I think it's probably still got that potential to reproduce another tornado. Again, it's kind of undergoing a cell merger right now, so we'll see how it handles that. But it's funny, because this just looks like one massive hook echo. But it's not. Do not fret. I mean, do fret, but not because of that. If that was a hook echo, we'd have a serious problem. I'll just say that much. So, again, this storm continues. If there is a tornado again at this point, it'd be north of Centrahoma. Wait for this next velocity scan here just to confirm that, though. So again, Tupelo, however you pronounce it. I know in Mississippi they call it Tupelo, but it's very different everywhere you go. So Tupelo, whatever. I hope that they took that warning seriously. They didn't have a ton of lead wait time, but they had a decent amount. They had a few minutes, so I hope they took it seriously. That's all I can say, really. Let's check social media here. Do we have any updates on Tupelo or anything else? Take cover now is trending. Okay. So what else do we have here? I think that things are going to get quite intense here, especially with some of these discrete supercells along the Texas-Oklahoma state line. Big lowering on Corey Gherkin's stream. Not sure where he's at, but wow, he is on this cell here, literally the one I was just talking about. So this is in Bocchito. So we'll watch this. It looks like that could be quite intense. Hopefully we get better radar coverage on that. Gosh. So Bennington, Bocchito, Old Bennington, Cade, be on the lookout. It's getting rough. So again, if we have a tornado, it's northwest of Centrahoma at this point, but luckily rotation's broadened out a crap ton. They may not even reissue that as a tornado warning, honestly, if it weakens anymore. But stay in your safe place in the meantime. I don't know why they still have the tornado warning for Witch Hole. You guys are fine. It's just going to be some heavy thunderstorms. So it's going to sound very loud. It's going to be very scary. And you are under a severe thunderstorm warning, but the tornadic threat has passed. Brennan Kopic is a big lowering too. He's on a whole nother storm, so that's concerning. That's on our Atoka storm here. Wow. Alright. So, this is going to be quite a long evening, I think. Again, things are kind of picking up, to say the least. Let's see, do we have any new updates from the SPC? We do not. Okay. That could be considered a good thing, though. What's up, Jack? Again, if you're now tuning in, we just had a tornado rip through to Tupelo, Oklahoma, most likely. Again, we don't know if it actually was on the ground in Tupelo, but the rotation went over Tupelo, and there was a tornado with that, like, a few minutes before it hit Tupelo, if it didn't actually hit Tupelo, so it's very, very close, and again, we hope that everybody took that tornado warning seriously. We hope they're still taking it seriously. Cannot speak, but things are picking up because of the lower level jet kicking in here. You may circle an area for possible significant tornado potential. So if I were to do that, I would say, and again, tornadoes can happen outside this circle, guys. This is not exact. I'm not some genius forecaster, but this would be my general area for a significant tornado threat over the next couple hours. Maybe push that a little further north as well. But McAllister, Stigler, Ada, all these cities here in southeast Oklahoma need to be on the lookout. So they did actually extend that tornado warning. It is still a radar-indicated threat, but Gertie, Calvin, Stewart, again, we mentioned you guys earlier, now is the time to get to your safe spot. Now is the time to take action. You need to get on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, in an interior room. Very dangerous storm coming your way, has a history of producing a tornado. It's also going to bring even more rain on top of what you've already got. So get ready for heavy storms over the next couple hours with the potential for a tornado. Again, seek shelter. Again, our Atoka storm looks pretty concerning. So does the one further south that Corey Gherkin's on. We'll probably see a tornado warning for that soon if we're being realistic here. 3 tornado warnings for one cell is diabolical. So let's go and update the stream title here. Okay. So we'll continue coverage. Connor right now has a good view, and this Cato storm is rotating big time. Lower level jet increasing tornado threat concerning isolated storms, tornado SPC, enhanced risk nighttime. Is Connor's... Okay, so I cannot bring the Storm Chaser feeds up on stream for copyright reasons, but you guys are going to have to let me know what they're saying, because I think that these storms are probably going to be the ones to watch here for the next little while. These little discrete supercells out ahead of our mess. What's up, Aline? Okay. So this is still very concerning. Again, flash flooding is going to be a massive thing by the end of the night. By the end of the night, all these little areas are going to be under flash flood warnings, most likely. We had 20 likes, nice. Again, guys, please share this with anybody if you know anybody in Oklahoma. What's up, Psy Animates? Again, a lot of devastating stuff ongoing right now. And you can't see these tornadoes. It's late at night. It's dark. But that doesn't mean they're not there. It's the important thing to note. So, let's see here. They actually just issued a special weather statement out ahead of our tornado-warned storms, which is interesting. I guess it's just for the storm ahead of that, but... So, again, we'll keep watching that. Again, if you're not aware, potential tropical cyclone 18 has developed. Welcome back, Mr. Storm. And we do have blizzard warnings back in the parts of Montana, but right now we've really got to focus on this severe weather threat. Again, 2 tornado warnings remain in effect, one of them for Gertie and one of them for Atoka. Right over Tushka and Caney. Again, this is the storm to watch. Cato storm's rotating a lot right now. And I wish we had a better radar view of this. So, we'll kind of leave things in a radar loop here for a little bit. Catch up on chat. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you've not already. Again, we need to push this stream out into the algorithm as far as possible. A lot of big-time tornadoes trying to touch down right now in southeastern Oklahoma, so if you know anybody out here, make sure to give them a call or text, send them the stream, make sure they're safe. We've also got major flash flooding and wind problems. Very intense stuff. Full severe weather season is in full spring, without a doubt. And again, we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow, but it's going to be even more intense. So, just a heads up. Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow, Brisbane. We will be live, well, I will be live after I get home, so 3:30 Central. Okay, new tornado warning for our Atoka storm. So, Atoka, Stringtown, Limestone Gap up towards Reynolds. Seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows in an interior room until 6 p.m. or until further notice. This includes Highway 69. So if you're traveling along Highway 69 in between Kiowa all the way back through Caddo, you need to get off, find shelter. You can't lie flat in a ditch, get in the Cato area through Kiowa. Look out. Alrighty. Alright, no updates on social media. I have school off on election day, but I don't have school off tomorrow. Corgerkin's drone is a beautiful view. Let's check NOAA. No new updates. Okay, this tornado watch remains in effect until 9 p.m. Or 8 p.m. rather. Again, tornado watch means conditions are favorable for the development of tornadoes and severe storms over the watched area for the next several hours here, so. And the severe thunderstorm watch out to the west has expired. It's no longer a threat. We're really just watching southeast Oklahoma at this point, but things are starting to kick off. So. So, again, we're going to keep watching this Cato storm, whatever. Atoka storm, and then also the Gertie storm. You guys got some weird town names out there. I'm sorry, but it's true. Alrighty. We only have one severe thunderstorm warning at this point. It's for this massive line of storms that's tornado warning on the northern part. And the cells that are popping out ahead of it are the really dangerous ones. If we had discrete cells in this environment, things would be happening. I'll say that much. They might as well issue a PDS tornado watch at that point. If there were, like, fully discrete cells out in this environment. So, the Wichita storm, by the way, confirmed, there was an estimation of 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts in downtown Wichita from the storm, and there was a recorded 57 mile an hour gust, which is what I think led to the severe warning in the first place, was the 57 mile an hour gust report. Maybe not, that was only sent in a little while ago. Sorry, I keep zooming around. Okay, we'll kind of sit here for a minute, try to catch up on chat. Alright. 25% chance of neutral, 75 for La Nina. Yeah, I think it's going to be a weak La Nina if you're talking about this winter. Puts at 50-50 though. Or I does. Okay. And so I keep zooming around. Not great radar coverage with many of these storms, I'll tell you that much. I know, it's going to be back to a El Nino very shortly. It's such a weak La Nina. Barely even a La Nina. I think technically we're already in a weak La Nina. We've dipped down to that point a couple times so far, but... by the way, 18Z GFS is done, and it's showing Raphael developing and making landfall in the Florida Panhandle, the very western part. Again, it keeps hinting at this like crazy storm next weekend where we'll see very heavy snow in eastern Colorado, and then severe weather in the Central Plains. And if that happens, that could be quite a big deal. And then after that, it likes the idea of like a Dixie Alley event, but that's kind of far out, so can't trust that too much, but it has been quite consistent on it, to be fair, so... When I have my hand like this, it looks stupid. Yeah, you really do. This was a radar dead zone that caused a false tornado emergency once, which is not an okay thing. So they could really use a radar somewhere in this region. Again, New Boston Hooks had a false tornado emergency a few months ago because of horrible radar coverage. And everybody talks about the Jonesboro one, but nobody talks about this one because there was technically a tornado with it. But for one thing, it was EF1. For another thing, it had already lifted by the time the tornado emergency got issued. So it was a false tornado emergency, no matter which way you paint it. So, welcome back, Brisbane. New severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Johnston, Cole, Atoka, and central Hughes counties in southeast Oklahoma. That's a massive polygon. Thank you, Cabinet, for being extremely loud. Thank you, Davis, for letting it fall. Beard and Soul say you're just getting a lot of heavy rain and lightning right now. Nothing to worry about other than a flooding threat. And your Nerf flood watch will probably be a Nerf flood warning soon, honestly. If that rain continues that heavy for long enough. But right now you're fine. So, alright. 3 miles west of Tupelo, a tornado was... Yes. Yeah, we knew it was reported, but we don't know if it actually went through Tupelo or not. By the way, rotation looks like it's definitely still going here on our Gertie storm, the one that originally produced that tornado near Tupelo. It's definitely still going, actually. So, And stay in your safe place. Tornado warning has been issued for Gertie. Rotation going just southeast of town right now. But you need to get your safe spot if you're in Gertie. Yeah, at this point, if we had a tornado, it would be completely rain-wrapped. No, there's no such thing as a tornado emergency watch. That'd be kind of funny. Honestly, tomorrow, if we were to get a PDS tornado watch, it would not be the most shocking thing in the world, but I will say they usually reserve those for like 15% and 30% hatch days, and I don't think we're going to see one of those, so I don't know. Check CC. We're not going to be able to see anything because we're too far from radar. So there's no point in checking CC. The good rule of thumb is whenever you're 70 miles plus out, I guess technically we're 67 miles out, but whenever you're 70 miles or more out, it's unreliable to check CC at that point, but even just like 50 miles can still be kind of wonky most of the time. Especially whenever we got this much convection. And this is not like a super flat area, contrary to popular belief. I can't bring up the Storm Chaser feeds live. CC stands for correlation coefficient. I know, that's what I said. I said they usually get issued for 15% hatched and 30% hatched. But I don't think we'll see a 15% hatch, so therefore I don't think we'll see a PDS tornado watch. So for anybody wondering, if you're thinking, oh, maybe, the tornado went west of Tupelo, thank goodness. This may have just been where they spotted the tornado. That doesn't necessarily mean that's where it was actually at. Yes, that outbreak was definitely wild. There was obviously one for May 6th. There was also one in May... Was it April? Like April... Well, no, May 25th for the Western Kentucky. And then there was also one in April at some point in, like, the Texas Panhandle, I remember. That was completely unwarranted, I remember. Yeah, we actually have had a PDS severe thunderstorm watch this year. Back in Kansas, whenever that kind of derecho moved through. I don't remember if it was officially one. So that's to travel 400 miles, which is a long distance. I used to think it was 240. That's how long the line of storms has to be. Which I was always a little confused over that. Why people were like, oh, it's not a derecho event. And it's because it actually wasn't. So I had to go back through and retitle some of my old streams. Yeah, it's not really a thing, Jack. I don't know if there's ever been a 15% non-hatched. Well, I shouldn't say that. There probably has been one, but it was probably a long time ago. Again, we could have another tornado wrapping up here near Gertie, so seek shelter. Tight rotation. Messy CC, we can't really see much, but if we were to see something on CC, that would indicate a big tornado whenever we're this far away from radar. Let's look at the different tilts. Yeah, same story from tilt 2. Here are the storm relative velocities. Pretty tight there. So if they issue a 15%, do they have the hatch thingy, or is a hatch assumed? Well, yeah, they have the hatch thingy still. They have to do the hatch thingy even on high-risk days, on 30, 45, and 60%, which we have had 2 of before, believe it or not, 60% hatch risks. Okay, so again, if you're just not tuning in, we are watching a potential tornado on the ground near Gertie, Oklahoma. Please like and subscribe to help push this stream further into the algorithm, because we are facing a very serious threat tonight of strong tornadoes across southeast Oklahoma. Not a lot of people know about it, because the Storm Prediction Center is not issued a hatch risk for tornadoes, but we definitely could see a intense day. Yeah, it was 45%, Sam, on April 27th. Both 60% hatch days were issued by forecaster Broyles, interestingly enough. So, there you go. We will probably not see another 60% hatch risk ever. Unless forecaster Broyles gets there on like a wild day. He's the only one that has the guts to pull the trigger. Put it out there. Let me see if I can actually find the... I'm sure I can. 60% hatched tornado risk day. April 7th, 2006. Yes, here it is. This was a double 60% hatched. So this was a... Again, this is incredible. If you are in the 60% hatched... Oh, I just probably started playing music, didn't I? It's probably going to start here in a second. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. Are you sure? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to get copyrighted. So, a 60% hatch risk means that you are more likely than not to see a tornado, and likely a strong tornado, in your town. There was one for eastern Nebraska and western Iowa, and one for northern Oklahoma and southern Kansas. Or I guess that was actually a wind risk, wasn't it, now that I look at it? Or no, it was tornado. It was just colored differently back then. There's also a 60% wind risk during the 2012 derecho, I believe, in the Midwest. Yeah, evacuate at that point. I mean, that's... They'd be shutting down the Waffle Houses at that point. They shut down the Waffle Houses during this year's 30% hatched, which, if you guys don't know, Waffle Houses, there's a legitimate thing called the Waffle House Index, where you can know the intensity of a hurricane or a severe weather event by if the Waffle House is closed or night. So, Waffle Houses are prepared. They actually have a team of meteorologists to prepare them. And they have, like, all these things that they can prepare their building for. So if a big-time severe weather event or a big hurricane's coming, so that they can stay open 24/7, because they're open 24/7. So if they expect something big to come, then they're able to prepare for it. So if a Waffle House ever shuts down, or if a Waffle House is ever closed for the day because of a hurricane or a severe weather event in your area, I think it's best to just get out. Yes, you have, Mr. Storm. I've seen the day. I bet I can find it right now. New York City moderate risk. We definitely looked at it once, I remember. All I'm seeing are enhancements. I definitely remember looking at it once, though. Like 100%. Okay, anyway, we'll look at that later. We've got strengthening rotation near Gertie, so we gotta focus on this. Yeah, moderate risks are not a ridiculously rare occurrence in the Central Plains. There's usually like 5 per year. Any snow at all on the north side of this? I wish. But no, though. Not really. There's a big-time snow back in Montana. Again, first non-Alaska blizzard warnings in the USA. Okay, please don't go out there saying stuff like that, Sam, because then people are going to panic. I know what you mean by that, and in a way I agree with you, but you got to remember the intensity is way off. And that will freak people out if you say stuff like that. Okay, so new tornado warning for Kiowa, Ashland, Savannah. Seek shelter. Your moderate risk ones didn't even get a severe thunderstorm warning there. There's also like 2 tornadoes in my region. It was August 7th, 2023, I believe. The big windbag on the East Coast. Yeah, if there's no velocities on it, then it's probably not even worth looking at for today. Probably just look at Oklahoma City radar. Skin rotation looks like it's weakening. Man, 3 moderate risks this year and 1 high risk. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, I had 2 moderate risks last year, 0 this year. It's a womp womp. A lot of enhanced risks, but no MDTs. Oh. Yeah, it's probably still not worth looking at, though, if it's a glitch. If it's a glitched app. So I enjoy that stuff. So it's actually really interesting. It looks like a little lower precipitation zone is forming here. That could be indicative of multiple different things, but it's always a little concerning to see that right over a pocket rotation. So we'll watch out for that, to say the least. You hate getting thunderstorms? I don't think I've ever seen somebody say that in the weather community. Moderate you were in this year might have been the only one you've ever been in. No, because back in 2021 during Mayfield there was a moderate. There's also a moderate during March 31st, 2023. In western Kentucky. Tornado threat looks like it'll be more likely than not to be such a nothing burger. I don't know. I don't know if we can call it that yet, because there's still a little bit of time for these storms to do something. But if they don't take advantage of it soon, then we'll kind of start considering that being a possibility. But again, I think there's still plenty of time for these to potentially produce something. And again, we hope that they don't, but I thought you did. Oh, that's right. Never mind. Lexington. What about March 12th, 2013? Was it 2013 or 2012? It was definitely not 2013. Or was it March 13th, 20... I don't remember. The high risk in the Ohio Valley. Whatever date that was. March 2nd, 2012, yes. Yeah, that would have been a moderate in Kentucky, right? Let's see. March 2nd, 2012. Yeah, there was actually a high risk in Kentucky, so... March 2nd, 2012. I knew there was a high risk... That's actually not the day I was talking about, but yeah. This ain't even the day I was talking about, but that's a good one. Maybe this is. It was just a... Yeah, actually, this definitely is what I was talking about. But yeah, high risk over Kentucky. But the outlook earlier in the day, that high risk was further to the north. Why do I keep... Okay. Anyway. You guys get the point. Do I think I'll hit 2K by the end of the year? I don't know, I hope so. I think it's going to be pretty close. Yeah, only with your guys' support. But I do appreciate all the viewership that we've had today. That's awesome. Alright, so still some strong velocities there, just Stewart. Not a lot of rotation, though. This is, Holdenville here. Holdenville got hit by a big-time EF3, I think it was, back on April 27th, 2024. Which, now that I think about it, that was 7 months ago, so it's not that impressive. Honestly, they're probably all cleaned up from that by now. Usually, whenever you get a tornado that size, it takes probably... obviously, it varies from community to community, but whenever you get a tornado of that strength, it usually takes about half a year for things to really start getting completely back to normal. Again, that's not an exact number, but that's just kind of, you know, how it seems to work. Yes, Speed-Dog, several. There was March 31st, 2023, June 29th, 2023, what else? I don't know, a lot more, but those are just the 2023 days, so. Right. And those velocities just continue to look strong. They don't look that tight, but they do look strong. So keep watching that. And so there's 2 torr warnings and 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. So. Do I remember April 2nd? Yes. would have been like a year and a half ago. Or like almost 2 years ago, so. Around 2 years ago. So again, velocities are kind of weakening, and the rotation looks generally broad, but again, we'll make sure that we keep covering that until it's completely died out, because again, this storm has a history of producing a tornado. We don't really have any discrete. That was a really bad voice crack. We don't really have any discrete cells at this point, so. I mean, we do have discrete cells, but they're out in West Texas, so they're not going to do anything. Again, we are really only concerned about Southeast Oklahoma and Northeast Texas for the next couple hours. And then again, later, things will change, and we'll be worried about Arkansas, but. Arkansas right now, you're just going to be seeing some heavy rain. And again, there is actually a flash flood warning in effect for the Odin-Norman area, however you pronounce that. But, so did they add, I think they added a couple counties to the watch. I don't know when they did that, but I think they did a little bit ago. Because I almost certainly remember Okmulgee County not being included. So I think they actually did update it. Orango's live on 10% days now. Even if they're not hatched, so. Alright. You know, it's pretty chill in Arkansas where I am, but tomorrow's going to be a different story. Yeah, for sure. I think that tomorrow will be the biggest day for Arkansas that they've had in, like... I mean, in terms of a severe weather threat, it's probably the biggest day Arkansas has had since the spring, so... Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. I'm not a meteorologist, though. But, I do appreciate that. So again, this, there is the 10% hatch does slightly go in Arkansas tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually gets pushed further east tomorrow night, whenever the event's kind of coming to a close, but the tornado threat will still exist there. Again, damaging winds will be a big thing across Arkansas. An enhanced risk for probably the western fourth of the state. And then each quarter of the state, the further east you go, it goes down one level. Well, meteorologist is an official title, so... But... Yeah, luckily it's looking like Election Day is not going to be that crazy. There will be some thunderstorms in Dixie Alley, but it looks like things should be fine, so... There won't be any interference with all that action. But yeah, I think that's Tuesday morning there could be some thunderstorms, especially like late Monday night into Tuesday morning. The leftover thunderstorms could produce some damaging winds early, but outside of that, I think things should just be pretty calm. I'm on Tuesday, so that's good. You were live earlier? Nice. Alright. So let's keep going here. And the supercell's kind of been swallowed by our line here, so this will be interesting. I think the QLCS tornado threat could start to really evolve here over the next little while. But again, this really has not been as bad as it could have been. Or as I was expecting it to be, quite frankly. I didn't think it was going to be anything crazy, but I was expecting things to get quite intense. Which they did for a little bit, whenever we had that tornado near Tupelo. But I think since then, things have really kind of taken a turn for the better, and they're pretty calm right now, honestly. Might do a live stream tonight, you don't know. Alright. So rotation's weakening. Things are cooling down. Does anybody know where this tornado is heading? No, it is not a PDS tornado. It's not even a confirmed tornado, so there's no real reason to worry. Again, this storm, if you're asking what direction it's moving generally east, but again, there's no confirmed tornado with this. We just have a tornado warning because the radar is indicating that this storm could produce a tornado over the next several minutes, but right now there's no tornado, and no, it is not strong. But again, it is moving east. Okay. Well, let's see. Big special weather statement just issued, or I guess not just issued, but it's been over Phoenix, Arizona. They do this a lot in Arizona. They have big alerts mentioning the possibility for thunderstorms. It's kind of like a thunder shower watch. Something else interesting to note. I believe there was a baseball game, or a football game out here today, and there was pea-sized hail reported on the field, which is pretty interesting. So, new tornado warning in effect now for Atoka. This is not a reissuance. This is a brand new storm warning. So, again, Tushka, Atoka, Stringtown, make sure you're seeking shelter immediately in the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows in an interior room. There are storm chasers on that one, so hopefully we'll get some good reports out of that. Yeah, the time change is rough. Okay. So again, the rotation is just not really that impressive on the Calvin Stewart storm anymore. Again, it's kind of dying out, and again, it just passed by Stewart. It is gonna continue to push northward towards Lamar. It's weird. The storm itself is actually moving northeast, but the rotation's moving due north. So for the most part, it's just gonna be hail and wind over the areas that get hit by this at this point. What is going on here? I saw this last scan. What is happening near Colgate? I can't tell. It's just contamination, I think. There could be some legitimate rotation in there, but it's very contaminated, so we can't really see it. You're in Eastern time right now, so you're not used to it being dark right now. November 3rd. Because technically the tornadoes this morning were November 3rd, so easily November 3rd. Well, also, today's not even over yet. We could definitely still see a couple more tornadoes. Again, we got 3 tornado warnings right now. We've got rotating supercells. We've got the lower level jet cranking. Things are at their fullest. The maximum they're going to become today. So again, any discrete storms at this point could probably produce a tornado for the next hour or so. Yeah, but wind was also really significant this morning. So, again, we had those 80-mile-an-hour gusts reported. Not widespread, but widely scattered across Oklahoma last night. So, okay. And a new tornado warning has been issued for the rotation we mentioned here. So this was actually not contaminated, Kevin. So seek shelter, Colgate, Wardville, Limestone Gap, Berg, and Reynolds. Okay. So 4 tornado warnings now, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. Now 3 tornado warnings. And actually 2 tornado warnings whenever that next one expires. So they removed the one for the Kiowa storm. So again, pretty serious rotation there near Colgate. Yeah, that could actively be producing a tornado, quite frankly. So yeah, 2 tornado warnings now. Okay, if you know anybody out here, make sure to send them the stream, because quite a bit of action. Let's see, how many likes is the stream at? I have not checked since we started, so. Wow, 36 likes, that's awesome. Again, for being live for just over an hour, that's pretty cool. We can't decide yet, B-Dog, because it's still ongoing. So, if nothing else happens for the rest of the night, I'd call it a nothing burger, but right now, we can't really say. Here, give me just a second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. I'm really wondering where you're getting that radar from, Kevin. Because I don't know. Here, give me another second, guys. Sorry, something's going on. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Something's going on. We may have to cut the stream off sometime soon here because something weird's going on. Okay, well, where did you get it? Yeah, guys, something weird's going on, sorry. Ryan will probably keep it up since we've had a tornado. It kind of surprised me when he kept the October 30th stream up, honestly, because no tornadoes happened while he was live. I don't believe so anyway, or no confirmed ones, but there were speculated ones, which is interesting. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to give me a minute here. Sorry, thank you, Max. I appreciate it, but something weird is going on, guys. So I'm gonna have to be back in probably 5 minutes or so. So sorry. I know I keep leaving. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, everything is fine. I'm sorry. Everything is fine. Something weird was happening, but it's fine. We fixed it, so we're okay. He's still live though. Did he end? Did he actually end stream? Huh. No, it's still going, so. Gun Barrel City, Texas may have had a tornado a few minutes ago at no CC. Anti-cyclonic, too. Seriously? Wow, yeah. That's actually really interesting. I doubt it produced a tornado, but yeah, that's interesting. New severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued, by the way. That's gonna go, I believe it's this one, is it? No. No. Oh, this is back for one of our Texas storms. Wow, I was wrong. So, Sweetwater, Texas. Severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-sized hail. Make sure you're moving indoors. A little bit of rotation, too. That's actually really surprising. I really figured we were done with West Texas for today, but nope. New SBC update out in like 30 minutes, by the way, so. The tornado threat is not dying down, weather tracker. We've still got a good amount of time left until we can say it's dying down, I think. Officially, anyway. Here's the original rotation that produced the tornado, by the way. It's still going west of McAllister. Northwest of McAllister. Oh, nice, Jack. See ya. Enjoy. New severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued once more for the Oklahoma storm. Now McAllister, quarter-sized hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds, tornado possible tag. So we'll probably see them actually let that tornado warning go then for the Colgate storm here, because it is for that same, kind of, I guess it's kind of a different storm, but wow, big-time rotation actually now just developed northwest of McAllister. That happened quick. Still very confusing rotation near Tushka and Atoka. Alright. So, we'll keep going. Let's see here. Do we have any updates on social media or anything? Take cover now, it's trending. Not a good thing to see. No big updates, though. That is a good thing to see. Let me get back to this. Leave, I'll probably just call you later this evening if that's good with you. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back, sorry. It's like my 50th time leaving in the past 10 minutes. Hopefully it'll be the last one. We have returned. I remembered to unmute this time. Good for me. Um, let's check up on rotation near McAllister. That needs to get a tornado warning right now. That is the strongest rotation we have right now, in my opinion. That was kind of a good call out on my part. Not trying to flex, but you're driving right now and there's a massive lightning strike. Wow. This might be the most quiet minute on the entirety of the Davis Does Weather channel. Literally did not say anything. I was just staring into dead air. Okay. That might have been the second most quiet minute in the Davis' Weather channel. As in, we get to 50 likes this stream, that'd be awesome. We're at 39, 40. Because it's always one behind on my thing for some reason, so we're at 40 probably. That'd be a W if we could hit 40 likes. Or 50 likes, rather. We're already at 40 likes. If we can sustain 40 likes, that'd be a W. I am 14. I appreciate it, Max. Yeah, I definitely, it definitely took me time to get to this point on this channel, I'll say that much. But I appreciate it, that means a lot. Alright. So rotation continues north of McAllister. I don't think these tornado warnings really need to be in effect anymore, I'm not gonna lie. From a birder to 1.76k is crazy. What do things look like from the Tulsa radar? It's not that much further. It's right on top. No! It's right on top of the no data zone. That's crazy. But there definitely is rotation, confirming from the Tulsa radar. So there's definitely something there. It's literally right over the no data zone. That's so annoying. And that should get a tornado warning, in my opinion. That's really the only noteworthy area of rotation right now, I think. Let's check back up on our Abilene supercell. It's continuing to head northeast. Not really grow, but continuing to go. Alright, see you, Max. Thank you for tuning in from the Tulsa area. I appreciate it. You're awesome. I love whenever people just come in, they're here like that, and they're like, okay, so I don't think I'm that much. I don't think I'm like super mature for a 14-year-old, but that's what everybody says. So I appreciate it. I really do. I know I don't say it enough, but I appreciate you guys. I know it sounds cliche and cringy and stupid, but I do. The little comments like that just literally make my entire day. Yeah, W Max. Okay, so this is weird. A new special weather statement's just been issued. I guess it's not weird, but a new special weather statement's been issued for the north side of this line. Gusts up to 50 miles an hour. And there's your rotation, north McAllister at this point. No updates from the SBC on any mesoscales, any watches, anything for like the past while, hour or so. We'll get a new day one outlook here in about 30 minutes, 25 minutes. Now that it's daylight saving time, instead of an hour and a half, it's going to be half an hour. Tornado warning for Cato/Caddo again. Get back to your safe spot if you're in Caney. Again, I know it's annoying, but it's the safe thing to do. You got to play it safe in situations like this. I'm sorry. Again, lowest floor of a building, interior room away from windows. Wow. So rotation is becoming even more impressive north of McAllister. I want to reconfirm. I also want to check the Fort Smith radar, but the Tulsa radar, still in the dead zone. See, we don't really see anything on the Fort Smith radar. Oh, wait. Yeah, we do. It's literally right there. Okay. So there is rotation there. Confirming from 3 radars now. If that drops a tornado, it's going to be completely rain-wrapped, though. Or is it hail contamination? Because it's right over a hail core. You just got a tornado watch for Stigler, Oklahoma. You think it'll spread to Fort Smith, Arkansas? Well, the tornado watch for Stigler, Oklahoma has been there for a while, so I don't know why you just got that alert, but I don't think it will spread to Fort Smith as a tornado watch. I think it will as a severe thunderstorm watch later tonight. And there we go. The call out goes crazy. Just to toot my own horn there. Tornado warning now for Canadian and Carlton Landing, Oklahoma. Yes, Fort Smith radar will be extremely important for tomorrow. So again, seek shelter in this area. We called this out probably 15 minutes ago. South Central McIntosh County and North Central Pittsburgh County and Southeast Oklahoma. Seek shelter immediately. Yeah, that's weird, Brisbane. We'll do a quick warning update here. Things have switched from 3 tour warnings and 4 severe warnings to 4 tour warnings and 3 severe warnings. Davis predicting the future. Let's go. Get ready for this prediction. Ryan Hall did this once, and I just want to do it to sound cool. Mark these words. He predicted Christmas 2025, so I'm going to leave that alone. Christmas 2024. Listen up. If you are in eastern Nebraska, Iowa, northern Missouri, and northwestern Illinois, as well as southwestern Wisconsin and southern Minnesota and southern South Dakota, you will have a white Christmas. Not Kentucky, I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. I predict the future, every time. I'm just kidding. Hey, you probably wouldn't see a white Christmas in Kentucky. There's legitimately like a 2.5% chance of that this year. Kentucky will have a white Christmas? I don't think so. I don't know why, but my brain really wants to think that you're in Western Kentucky. I think it's just because we talk about the Mayfield tornado so much on this channel, but you're in Lexington. I almost circled Louisville because I always get that confused too. No, but this year, I'm saying. This year in particular, no, you won't get one. You're praying so hard for White Christmas in Arkansas. That's a rip. If there's a White Christmas in Arkansas this year, I will delete my YouTube channel. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Like a 0.000. I'm not even going to say one. I'm just going to say 0.000% chance. I'm sorry. Okay. For a second, I got concerned. I was like, what is happening here? But it does not match up with velocities. Possible large cone on the ground. Where are you getting that info from? I feel for you in Arkansas. It's been a rough few years for snow. It's always rough for snow in Arkansas, but still. In terms of no snow is what I mean. Naratoka. Is that on a chaser feed or what? Where are you getting that from? Just let me know. Oh crap, yeah. A Davis spot. It's reported by 2 chasers. Okay, Kevin, I don't know why you keep saying that. I know you have you're saying you have a radar or whatever. Send me the website or the app. Tell me what it is where you get that radar from, because there is very clear rotation. It's not contaminated. Otherwise, they wouldn't be issuing tornado warnings from it. The National Weather Service, they're smart. Brandon. So, Brandon Kopic said there's a tornado on the ground. Those are his exact words. If it's a terminal radar, then I'm going to trust the Oklahoma City one over that. Connor said it too. I'm going to just throw this at tornado on the ground then, if Connor and Brandon are reporting it. Can somebody confirm or deny if they said that? Because I don't want to falsely update this. So we're going to treat this like it's a tornado on the ground at this point. Give me one sec. Okay, so if there is a tornado on the ground, that's unfortunate, because this is the same exact county that got hit by a tornado earlier. And they just issued a new warning. Still radar indicated. Again, get your safe spot. Again, we think there's a tornado on the ground near Cairo, Oklahoma, Limestone Gap, Colgate, Wardville, Reynolds. All you guys get your safe spot. Preferably underground, but if you can't get underground, get to the lowest floor in an interior room of your home or building. Get out of a mobile home, obviously. That's the worst place to be, or a car, a vehicle, whatever. That's not an answer, though. Where are you getting the radar from? They wouldn't just issue the tornado warnings if there were no rotation. The National Weather Service is smart. It doesn't mean that there's no rotation, though. I don't know where you're getting that terminal radar from, but... Radar Ohio is crazy. Where are you getting the radar from? That is my question. Weather Tracker, did they actually say that? Because I'm only counting it if they actually said that. Alright, see you, Levi. Sounds good. So is this random terminal radar on whatever sketchy website you're on. Wait, you can't just... I don't know what it's called. You can't just say, hey, go download the app without telling me what the app is called. Is it just called Durant? Durant Weather Radar. This is also a terminal radar, so it's not like it's going to be super accurate. This is the goofiest radar app I've ever seen. Corey German's feed is crazy. Yeah, I'm a politics nerd and an election nerd too. I'm never gonna get into about it on stream, but I am a nerd about both. But yeah, I'm never going to share my political views on stream. So, new tornado warning for Flora, Berg, Limestone Gap, Wesley, and Reynolds. Seek shelter. Yeah, those are my two favorite interests. Like, weather, only being seconded to weather. The thing that I study most is elections and politics. I just told Mr. Storm that last night, actually. But yeah, you will never hear me make a political statement on the stream. You want my honest, non-biased prediction? Gosh, dude, I don't know if I want to bring that up, because I know it's not... I just don't want to bring that up. I have a map for it. I filled it out. I don't know if I should bring that up or not. I don't know if that's very smart. I do want to share it with you guys, though. I'll bring it up for just a second. Here it is. I'm just going to bring it up for a couple seconds here, because that's not what this stream is about. But since you guys are interested. Okay. Yeah, let's not go into it right now. So, new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued north of Abilene. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Welcome back, Sam. Guess who's back? Back again. This includes Anson. So if you're an Anson, make sure you're moving indoors. Another one of these little baby supercells. But yeah, that's my my no bias forecast. That's what Brandon Kopic and Corey Gherkin said, and I'm sorry, Kevin, but I'm going to trust them over you. I don't mean that in like a bad way, but I didn't actually hear them say that for sure, though, and nobody else confirmed that for me, so somebody's going to have to let me know, but for right now, we're treating it like it's a tour on the ground. Ryan even said it. As in Ryan Hall or Ryan Scholl? I assume you're talking about Ryan Hall. Kevin, I think you need to get off that goofy radar app. I don't even think that's accurate. I was looking at it for a few minutes and it was pretty terrible. Okay. I know, right? Like, they have nothing to do with each other. So why did Ryan Hall say that then? Why did Ryan Hall say it was on the ground if it's not on the ground? And why did Brandon Kopic say that and Corey Gherkin say that? And there we go. Observed by the NWS. So, Kevin, what was that about your words paying off? I hate to be that guy, but it kind of seems like there's a tornado on the ground. So, I hate to be that guy, but so let's just move past this all. This was the stupidest conversation of all time. Are you seriously still gonna disagree with the NWS? Oh my gosh. Please turn off that radar. Please. I genuinely can't tell if you're trolling at this point or not. This is Weather Spotter confirmed. Corey Gherkin confirmed. Brandon Kopic confirmed. Ryan Hall confirmed, and you're going to trust the Goofy Durant weather radar app over that. What reliable meteorologists? Okay, anyway. We'll discuss this later. For right now, everybody out here needs to be in their safe spot. Seek shelter immediately. Underground if you can. If you can't get underground, get on the lowest floor of a sturdy building in an interior room. Very dangerous situation. Okay, well, I really doubt all three of them saw that and mistook it for Scud. So again, for right now, what matters is we're keeping people safe. So, again, seek shelter immediately in that area. Again, if you know anybody out here, make sure to give them a call or text. Make sure they're doing okay. Make sure some of the streams so that they know what's going on. They issued a mesoskill discussion for your area. Is there a new mesoskill? There is. Okay. So this is damaging wind and isolated tornado threat may persist into Arkansas. Till 8:45. That is in effect. So new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued as well, by the way, for our Abilene storm. Ping pong ball sized hail down, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Yeah, Kevin, you are, like, I will admit it, most of the times, whenever we have discussions like this, usually I'm the one saying something ridiculous, but this time around, I think it's you, sir. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. So again, 20 to 1 on the ground. We're not going to be able to see a CC drop with this because we are, like, 75 miles away. The radar was made by Mr. Beast. That's crazy. Actually, we're 90 miles away, so we're definitely not seeing a CC drop anytime soon. Get your safe spot. Okay, if you're just not tuning in, tornado on the ground. This is near Flora, Oklahoma. Seek shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows in an interior room. And, I don't know, I mean, that's just about all there is to say on that. It's going to keep pushing eastward, so we'll probably see this tornado warning get expanded. Areas out ahead of this, watch out. Like Goss, Daisy, Red, get ready to seek shelter if necessary. Pine Top, Adele, and there we go. So they just issued a new tornado warning for that. It's radar indicated, but it's for this southern storm, actually. So this is, for Atoka, it's going to be in effect for over an hour. They just put all these tour warnings and then one new one. That's crazy. It's not an argument. It's just I'm genuinely curious. And he is too. And nobody's arguing. Okay. When we play these frames back, you can see how these supercells are kind of becoming clustered together. No, I'm talking to Sam. I get that yours was a joke. Yeah, this radar hole is terrible. Kevin Durant radar. That's not a real radar. I've looked at the app. That cannot be right. I love how there's just like 7 tornado warnings over one spot. Now there's 3. Okay. As soon as I say that. And now we do have a new tornado warning for, gosh, dude. Another tornado warning for a whole different storm this time. Durant, Cato, get your safe spot again. Lowest floor of a building, interior room. Away from windows. I think you get the drill at this point. New SBC outlook. Okay, so there we go. It is out. Still an enhanced risk. It's not completely loading for me yet, so I'm going to give it a minute. Let's see here. Uno momento, please. All right. Been live for 2 hours. That's wild. That was a horrible voice crack as well. 2 hours. Yeah, you're a regular. No, we're not going through this. Big talk coming from Skibbity Radar. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. You're done for a few minutes, bud. Yes, okay, so enhanced risk, very interesting. Very interesting. It's still in effect, still 10% tornado risk. They pushed it further to the east. So now west central Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, and they're still keeping that zone in northeast Texas. They still have the slight risk going all the way back into west central Texas, which is kind of wild. Why is the hail hatch threat back? Okay. Whatever. That's the new SBC outlook. And a new severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued as well. I think it's doing its little magical disappearing trick. It'll pop back up here in a second. Okay. So, Kiowa, 60 mile per hour winds, quarter-sized hail, tornado possible. Kind of get the drill at this point. You just make sure you get indoors. You don't need to seek shelter or anything as of right now. That could change. You're included in it? Nice. Ugh, I gotta blow my nose real quick, guys. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, we don't need more mods, guys. So please don't ask. Okay. Lightning is crazy here in western Arkansas. He is. He is still mod. It's not like he's gonna tune in. So we're not going to be able to see a CC drop weather tracker because there are no we're like a long ways away from the radar site. So you're in northwest Arkansas. Yeah, this is only a very small section of Arkansas, including the new one. Again, the old one came back on for some reason. It does that whenever it first gets issued, but we'll go ahead and bring it up here for a sec, just so that you guys can see it one more time. This is the new SBC outlook. Again, west central Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, and northeast Texas is the target zone for the rest of the night here, according to the SBC. Slight risk outside of that, and then obviously the marginal risk outside of that. I still don't know why it goes into Nebraska. I asked this earlier today, and I still don't know. There's legitimately no convection in Nebraska. I don't know what they were doing with that one. I'm not gonna lie. Rare SBCL. Yeah, and there's a whole rabbit hole we can dig into that, but we're not going to talk about that right now, so. New severe thunderstorm warning's just been issued for Hartshorn and Wilburton. It's an extension for the McAllister storm, 60 mile an hour winds, possible tornadoes, penny-sized hail. Make sure you're moving indoors. That is heading for the Fort Smith area. It's heading for the general area, Tristan, so we'll see what happens with that. Give it another hour or so, and it'll be pretty close to you, I imagine. ARRR still likes the idea of an isolated tornado being possible through 9 p.m. Central. There's not going to be anything to stream election night. If you're asking me if I'm going to stream the results, no way. Where's Caleb? I don't see his message. Brandon Kopic is on the Springtown Tornado Warm Storm, so that makes sense. He's in the thick of it. Everybody knows. I was actually going to say he's in the thick of it. I didn't even mean to start singing, but as soon as I said that, I was like, I gotta keep going. You know how it is. So, that's cool. Yeah, that will not be happening. I hate to break it to the nobody that wanted to see that. If it's talking about for, like, severe weather coverage, no, because there's not going to be anything. Alright, if you want me to, I will. I don't know why you would want that. You are helpful, like 99% of the time. So. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's get to 50 likes, chat. We are so close. We've been stuck at 43 for so long, and now we're up to 46. 4 more. You want it, take it away. If I take it away, are you gonna promise me that you'll still show up? Because you actually do help quite a bit. What? You're just gonna start saying stupid stuff so that I take it away. Please don't. I'll take it away if you really want me to. I'm tired. Well, I mean, whenever you tune in every day for the past 6 months, it's kind of the reason. Okay, if you really want me to, I did it. Inflow notch could produce a tornado from the current location to Stigler or farther. On what storm? The Toko one? Or the Stringtown one up here? We have no radar view, so... That is a weird thing to see, not to see your name highlighted in blue. I'm not adding mod. We don't need it anymore. We genuinely don't. Just ignore the weird faces I'm making. I'm just tired. That's crazy. Okay. We still don't need it anymore. We had a hail report, by the way, from the North Abilene storm. Near Anson. Okay, why don't we stop that? Like, seriously? This is goofy. No! No. Wait, let me go back. I just realized I unintentionally, did something. Brother. Okay, we're down to 2 tornado warnings. No observes. You think there's rotation near Kiowa? Guys, we are 48 likes. We have to get to 50 likes this stream. 2 more. Yeah, we've been at 1.77k. That made me really happy. We gained like 25 subs today, which is awesome. 2 more likes. We are so close. Yeah, we had 110 likes in the stream earlier today. But 50 likes will make me happy, since it is very late. Did we hit it? We're still at 48 for me. What if I just switch to my alt accounts real quick? And, you know. No, I won't do that. Bro, who is Caleb? I don't see him in here. Troll? He's invisible. We hit 50? Did we do it? We did it. No, it still says 49 for me. Is it 50? It is always like 1 behind for me. Is Ryan Hall still alive? I'm actually very curious. Is it 50? Okay. We're going to end off the stream here. Thank you guys for the support. This was the longest stream we had today. And this is the longest stream we've had in a while. But I think it was for good reason. Again, we had a couple tornadoes. So 2 confirmed tornadoes. Or at least 2 observed tagged tornadoes. Since there was some controversy over that earlier. But anyway. I'm going to end off the stream here. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.